Welcome. What is going on? We're here for some tarot readings. Missy, welcome. Prashi, Bartman, Diane, CM, welcome. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing this fine Wednesday? I know that I put Thursday on the title, but I changed it, so it's all good now. So you could tell it's been a long day when I put Thursday on the title, but it's not Thursday, it's Wednesday. So I'm aware that it's Wednesday. Good news, at least I know that. As long as you know what day it is, I think that's half the battle at this point, right? You know what day it is, I think the rest of it works out okay. Roha, hello. Annie, welcome back. What's going on? Austin, welcome. Ocean as well. Sage advice shared. It has been a minute. How are you doing? How's everybody doing tonight? We got some readings and all that good stuff. So I fixed the code. So the person that uploaded this had a bug in their code, but I fixed it. I did fix it. So now it's permanent and now it's slower. So it doesn't do it every 2 seconds or whatever. Anyway, sunshiny day. What's up, Philippe? How are you doing? So Jay, welcome. How are you? Binaural Dean. I love those binaural beats, I gotta say. And Mona, welcome as well. Yeah, the binaural beats. I used to be really into that. They have a binaural beat generator app, and I ended up buying that thing and making my own custom binaural beats. I mean, you know, you really got to be bored in life when you do that, but I'll go ahead and admit I was kind of bored. I'll go ahead and confess that I was kind of bored, so I made my own binaural beat thing. Got a painting done, posted on Instagram. Grats, Crystal. Go check that out. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, if you got Instagram, do you really need Discord anymore? Raina, what is going on? All right. What should I do to make my relationship work out with Akshay? Let's see. What to make my relationship work out with A? Okay, what are we going to do to make our relationship work out with A? Is it going to be, I guess, buy him some chocolate? I mean, that's pretty much, I mean, you know, I'm just sort of being general here, but, you know, you buy somebody chocolate and you got the heart for life. I mean, I'm just saying, you have their heart for life. You just need that chocolate. It soothes all problems. It just fixes everything. It's like that universal Band-Aid. for any relationship problems is chocolate. Just saying. Denise, what is going on? What is happening tonight? Let's see if the relationship is going to work out or not. Hopefully it'll be all right. You know, the Eight of Swords says that, I mean, you're already on the right path. I think that you're on the correct path. And, you know, the Eight of Swords says that you don't really have as many things holding you back as what you think. But yeah, I think you're on the correct path. In other words, you're doing the right things. You're going across the correct things. You're doing the correct, you're in the correct situation that you need to be in with this particular matter. And it's, you know, it's going to be sort of good that you're sort of on the right path already. I just see, keep following the path is going to be very key for you as far as getting things done, because you got the Eight of Swords reversed. It says you're not restricted with this. There's not something holding you back other than yourself, right? So if you want to improve it, you want to get some good stuff going, you want to get some action there. The Eight of Swords says you're perfectly capable of doing that. Eight of Wands says just keep on the path, keep moving. Eight of Wands, the traditional movement card, you just got to get with that, keep moving, keep going, and don't, you know, again, don't let yourself get in your own way. Dallas, what is going on? How you doing? Wolf, hey, how is it going? Who else joined? Let's see. All right, well, cool. So, yeah, the Eight of Wands, just keep on that path. Now, the King of Coins, Sunshiny Day, thank you for your donation, and Aroha as well. All right. The King of Coins says, treat it like you own the place. Treat it like you own the place. Just be confident. Go in there like that it already exists. Go in there like everything's going right with the relationship, and you have no idea what could possibly be wrong, if anything is wrong at all, because you already sort of own the place. So the King of Coins is very much that style. Sort of rolls in and gets things done, right? The Knight of Wands as well, again pointing to action-oriented. You know, take that action, get the things done. You're already on the right path. You're already in there. So just, you know, continue on as is. And I think everything will work out. Just a lot of times we just get negative about stuff because we're not really sure how to process certain things. And we end up in a situation where we think everything's not going right when it's going okay. All right. Will sister find a home in South Carolina? I don't know. Is the COVID still in South Carolina? Is COVID still everywhere? Is that what's going on? All right, SD. Sister find by Saturday. That's quite a tight timeline. Aroha, thank you again for your other donation. Appreciate that. So let's see, with our soon to arrive in 2 weeks, by the way. In 2 weeks. Good news, we got tarot news coming out tomorrow. And I might start a course on Thoth symbology. Thoth symbology. I think that would be kind of cool. So they do have some pointers in my video editing program. I'm kind of wondering how to do the call outs, you know, what I'm going to use that for. And I think a symbology of Thoth would be a great place to sort of check that out. All right, so let's see about that and see how that's going to go. We're looking for a home. We want to get it by Saturday. That's a pretty tight timeline. Chariot says they will get moving and they will start talking to the correct people. All right. Eight of Swords says we're talking to the correct people. We're on the phone with the people that we need to be in contact with. We're at their office. We're taking a look at this stuff. We are definitely going to find the home. I don't think it's going to be a big problem. We are a bit worried about that. We realize that this is a really tight timeline. We realize things may not be going correctly. Things may be challenging on the way, right? The Ten of Wands says it's a lot. It's a lot of burden. It's a lot of effort. It's a lot to take in that you're trying to get this done in such a quick turnaround. The Devil as well says you have been running into problems. It's not easy. It's not a freebie. It's not where you're just riding the waves into this house. You've had problems. You've had these stumbling blocks, and you're hitting those barriers into getting this going full steam. I think that's where you're going, right? The devil, we have that problem. And again, we sort of realizes that this is going to be a bit of a burden trying to get this done in this quick of a time. The Chariot says it's possible, though. So that's going to be good news. It is possible. The Chariot says we have that possibility. It is something that is doable. It's just a matter of getting the right resources, the right time, and keeping on it. The Chariot says keep moving. Don't relax. Don't assume things are going to go your way. Keep moving, keep passionate about it, keep going. And the more movement you can get, the Chariot says, the better you're going to make this tight timeline. Now, the Ace of Swords, again, says yes. Says, yes, we will find a home. We have the communication started, as indicating by the Ace of Swords. I mean, this deck does look cool. I got to say, this does look cool on the screen. Like, if you just threw down this deck, nobody had any idea what it was, somebody would ask. I mean, I'm just saying. All right. Yeah, but the Ace of Swords says yes. Yes, you're going to get it. I don't think it's going to be a big problem. Is it going to be a challenge? Absolutely. 10 of Wands is a big challenge kind of thing. I mean, that's the way it goes. But stay the course. The Chariot says stay that course. Don't get dissuaded. Don't get freaked out with it. Keep going, and I think you'll be all right. What do I need to know about the connection with S? Let's check it out. All right, Aroha wants to know. Let's check it out. That is my deck indeed. In 2 weeks, you'll be able to buy it. A wants to know. What do I need to... Whoa. What do I need to know? A connection with S. In case you wonder what that deck is, by the way, it is not that one. It is not that one either. It is the Waterfall Tarot. The Waterfall Tarot. I need to reduce the size of this thing. If it's going to be on the screen. There we go. It is the Waterfall Tarot. It is going to be here in 2 weeks. You'll be able to buy your copy. We'll get it shipped out to you. It's reasonable. I'm very reasonable with it. $40. I mean, you got $40, I'll give you one. That's pretty reasonable. It's not like the other Kickstarter decks, which are 50, 55. Nope, mine's just 40. It's very reasonable, or 39. It's very reasonable. Finding the right pet. Jupiter, trying to find that right pet. I mean, you got to do it. You got to do it. And that is, you know, that is, where can orders be placed? Texas Built, a link to my Etsy in the description. Put a little watch out on my Etsy. Keep an eye on it. It'll be there in 2 weeks. There you go. See, Sunflower's got it covered. As always, Sunflower is on top of everything. I mean, I'm just saying, if you need a CEO to run your company and to do everything perfectly, I would hire Raina. I mean, I'm not even kidding. I would just hire Raina. Raina would run your company, and you'd be like $1 million in the first year. I mean, I'm just putting this out there. All right. What do I need to know to connect with S? What is going on with the connection with S? The Two of Wands says that it's a bit of a distant connection almost. Nomad Trees, hello. What is going on? It is a bit of a distant connection, right? It's almost like that it's not something that's close by. The Two of Wands, we're looking out amongst the land. We're just peering out there, looking at what we possess or looking at possibilities. And part of that is it's not close. The land is pretty far away. So we are holding a globe. We do have a mastery of the land, but it's a bit of a distant thing. The King of Swords as well says it's definitely not smooth. It's like it's not perfectly smooth. We have our moments where S can be a bit of a domineering, or S can be, maybe a little bit bossy, or they just need it their way, or they're not negotiable in a lot of ways. So the King of Swords got that little bossy feel to him, right? It's almost like, I really don't know where I'm going to go with this. Mama, oh, it's been a long time. How are you doing, Mama? And Nomad, thank you for your donation as well. So, yeah, a bit of a bossy side, and all that stuff. What type of deck box is your deck going to have? It's going to have a standard box. All right. So the Knight of Swords says you want to sort of hang out. You want to sort of hang out and don't be rushing into stuff. I think your main hiccup here, or your main weakness that you're going to sort of hit with this, is going to be just trying to rush it, trying to force things instead of having things happen naturally, instead of relaxing, letting things flow. Let it happen naturally is going to be a big boost to get the connection where you want it to be. Because the Empress says at the end of the day, Mama, thank you for the other donation. The Empress says at the end of the day, this is a good connection. So 2 thumbs up, we got a good connection. I think it's going to be good. All right. But don't try to force it. Let it flow. Let it come naturally. Don't try to make it the way that you need it to be, right? Anyway, Nomad Trees, I know you're a woman. I'm glad that you're a woman. I don't know where that came from, but anyway, Nomad Trees. All right. Okay. All right. Aroha. So what is coming for S and U? Basically, it's the same thing, right? Well, let's see about the future reading. What is coming with that S? We'll get that S. We won't do the Thoth because that's just cruel for you. We'll do the Golden Tarot. I'm just saying, you just got to go with it. You got to go with it. When you're trying to shove a relationship into the next phase, you're just like grabbing the person and you're shoving them into the next phase, and they're like, well, wait a minute. So you gotta relax with all that. All right, it's the 3 upside down, 1 right side up. That's gonna be what it is tonight, apparently. All right, it's a stable relationship, but the stability is not a freebie. It's not a freebie. It's more of working towards it. And again, back to letting it flow, letting it get as a beginning. Realize that it's a beginning. Realize that it's sort of, something that's developing. It's not at an end stage. It's not like a soulmate where you've been with each other 10,000 years and now you're just picking up where you left off from the last lifetime or something. It's just not that way. The Ace of Coins says it's a blossoming. It's sort of a developing thing. 8 of Wands says it could stall. It could slow down a little bit. But again, if you're riding with it instead of shoving it, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. But yeah, the Sun says there's a couple of hiccups along the way. Not a big deal. I think it's going to be okay. So what's coming? I think you're in for a bit of a financial challenge in the long run. Short run, I think it's a developing thing, so you're going to want to speed it up sometimes, but it's just not sped up automatically. But yeah, other than that, I think it's a pretty good, stable relationship. We got a coins in that reading, and we had the Empress in the last reading. Again, points to a comfortable, stable relationship. All right. When will I finally decide what type of pet? Let's see what type of pet you want. All right, JMT, type of pet. Type of pet. Let's see how that goes. Here you go, Waterfall Tarot. You got to get the face mask. I mean, if you're going to get the tarot, I'd pick up a face mask too. I mean, I'm just saying, it is sponsored. It is sponsored. I don't make any money off the face mask. Never mind. Don't get the face mask. I actually lowered the face mask to exactly what it cost them to print it. And it said, what do you want your profit to be? And I'm like, it's a face mask. Just make the profit 0. And they're like, you can't do that. You have to make it at least 50 cents. I'm like, okay, make it 50 cents. I'm like, it's a face mask. Come on. It needs to be cheap. Because everybody needs one right now. I mean, everybody needs one. So, all right. The Magician. I mean, the Magician says that, it's reversed. You don't have a lot of control over this. I think that you need to fall in love. I think you need to fall in love. And that's what the magician reverse says here. It says, I don't think you're in control here. You think you're in control. So I sound like the what was it? The Batman Returns. Do you feel in control right now? Or what was the Bane? I can't do a Bane voice. My throat's sore. But anyway. See, the magician says you're not in that control because I think the pet is going to choose you. I really do. 8 of Wands says you got to go out. You got to go to the animal shelters. You got to go meet some potential loves of your life. And I think one of them is going to choose you and you're going to fall in love and you're going to have no choice. The magician says, you know, you're not really in charge here. Let's face it. The 8 of Wands says you got to go out. You got to meet some potential pets, you know, go to the animal shelter, go to talk to friends, you know, play with their pets and whatnot. Queen of Swords, though, says that I think you're going to ultimately make the correct choice. So that's the thing here. You're trying to decide between a bunch of text on a screen or pictures of a pet or the traits of a pet. And there's really not a perfect one. A dog is going to chew your shoe. It doesn't matter what dog you pick. A cat is going to scratch up your couch until you get it, that big, you know, sisal rope tower thing. You know, it doesn't matter what cat you get either. Cat's going to shed hair. It doesn't matter which one you choose unless you get the Dr. Evil cat from Austin Powers, you know, the one with no hair that Raina was looking at. But yeah, the Queen of Swords says there's not a perfect pet. You're reading all these things about all the traits that you want. You're trying to pick this out logically. It's not a logical decision. It really isn't. The Lover says you got to choose your mate. You got to choose your mate. And again, the pet's going to pick you. I don't think you have much control here. You're going to look at one. You're going to, you know, pet it. You're going to be talking to it. And you're just going to instantly fall in love. And that's the way it's going to be. So again, Magician upside down says, you got to get out there. You got to get out there and interact and find the love of your life. I'm just saying now, it's going to be a dog or a cat. And you're just going to be like, all right, I mean, I got to take this one. I mean, this is necessary that I leave with this cat or dog right now. So that's the way it happens. You know, you just got to admit that. All right. Oh, by the way, if you don't know, all right, the dodo, yeah, okay, YouTube, the YouTube, go to the dodo, I think it's called the dodo. Anyway, oh, Sally, hey, Jupiter Sally, what's up? The Dodo YouTube channel is amazing. So, and they say this all the time too. This like military vet or whatever, he was doing a bike ride across America, right? And this little kitten was in these rocks in the middle of nowhere. And so he picks up this kitten and, you know, and he started riding with it ever since. And he changed his whole lifestyle to accommodate this little kitten. But anyway, yeah, if you want to get all emotional about pet stories, just go to that channel, that's for sure. Okay. Let's see. Mama. Oh, okay, me and him. Me and him. So Mama wants to know me and him. We got Aquarius, Aries mix. Oh my. That is going to be an interesting mix for sure. I think I should have used the dog tarot for your pet reading, but I should have done that. The dodo, the friends with a crow. Yeah. They got a crow, they got a squirrel. There's one dude that found a sick squirrel in his yard, and he raised it, and then the squirrel had babies, and he had to raise those too. It was so cute because he was like, I can't go to sleep, so he had to stay up all night with it because it was like so needy. He had to feed it in incremental times. Jocelyn, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So, yeah, that channel, man, you can sit there. I mean, be prepared to waste about 3-4 hours on that channel before you go. I'm just saying. Me and him, the star says it is destined. It is destined. The star says you're being drawn toward this. You're being pulled. And that's going to be important for you, right? You need to be there. Nomad, you are correct. You're after mama. You need to be there. So the star says you're being launched into this direction, pulled into this direction. And that's important here because the Seven of Cups says that this could go a lot of different ways, right? You sort of have a problem here because this could go so many different ways. You're really not sure ultimately where it's going to end up. Where it's going to end up, we really don't know. But the Six of Cups says it's all about the emotional communication. It's all about the connection for you. Even if logically the whole thing could work out fine, I don't think you care. I think you need that connection. You need that Six of Cups where you have that connection, right? Bringing together. A Six of Cups is similar to the Two of Cups in a lot of different ways, but it's about that connection. I think that's what's critical for you and where you're really sort of going. Again, that's going to be the important factor here. So if you have that, keep it. If you don't, figure out, is this something I'm going to be able to get later, or is this never going to work out? Because a lot of times we don't have what we need in a relationship, right? Seven of Cups says we have all of these options. Do you have what you need? I think that you really need that connection, that spark. Three of Pentacles ultimately says, I think it's going to work out, but it's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take a little bit of time. I think you have some warming up to do here, or you have some getting to know this person, right? Part of that is the Six of Cups and that connection being built up. Part of it is the Seven of Cups, where you're sort of going back and forth between what do I want out of this? What is the framework that I want in here? But ultimately, I think you're going to be all right. The Three of Cups says ultimately it's going to be pretty good for you in the long run. Nomad Trees is next. Yeah, I rescued my cat as well. How will the reader describe me as a person? I don't know. Do you really want a tarot reader describing you as a person? I mean, I guess. I'm a tarot reader. Do you want me to describe you as a person? You're Nomad Trees. I mean, I'm just saying. That's what you are. And that's pretty accurate. I gotta say, that's pretty accurate. Kayla, holy crap, it has been a year. How are you doing, Kayla? It's so good to see you. And welcome, Kitty. Kitty snuck in during that last reading. What is up, Kitty? It's good to see you as well. Yeah, wow. Kayla, it has been a literal year. At least 3 months? 3 months? I don't know. I mean, it's been a while, I gotta say. All right, let's check that out. And the stream looks exactly like it did when you left. Oh, no, it doesn't. We got the tower. We got the social media. We got new claws. And we got new animations and all that stuff. Do we still got John Travolta? I don't think so. I don't think we got John Travolta anymore. What the world is this? No. Kickstarter. No. Okay. I don't think we got... Oops. Ignore the Kickstarter button. Okay. Yeah. How will the reader describe you as a person? The Knight of Wands says, I mean, you're a bit on the lazy side. You're a bit on the lazy... I mean, I gotta say, you're a bit on that lazy side. The Knight of Wands is all about getting things done. Getting things done, moving across, and getting all that action done. And I mean, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're like, I don't want to deal with this crap. I don't want to deal with it. It's like Raina's daughter, right? Raina's daughter. Sometimes you're just like, what is this? What is this diet crap? What is this diet crap? This is not something I want to do. You know, and can you blame them? No, you can't. You can't blame them at all. So, you know, there is that. So, yeah, you just sort of have to deal with that. The next card is the Five of Wands. I think you don't mind conflict. You don't mind conflict. It's something where if you got to go in and get that conflict going, then you're like, okay, I'll do that. You know, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid at all. I will do that as well. So let's see. So you're not afraid for that stuff. You're not afraid of the conflict. You're not afraid of getting in there. Page of Cups says sometimes you just want to be left alone. Sometimes you just want to be left alone. Why can't people just leave me alone? I want to do my own thing. And I think you have that feel of dependence too, right? I think you got that feel of dependence. I don't think it's going to be something where, you know, you want to be independent all the time. But I think it is something where if I want my independence, I don't want you to interfere with that. So sometimes you just want to be left alone. And the Seven of Wands as well points to, as far as a person is concerned, you're sometimes defensive. You know, you get on the defensive side. You're like, I don't want to deal with this. If I have to be defensive today, that's fine. But, you know, I don't want to deal with this today. Sometimes you're just defensive. Somebody brings something up. You're like, why did you need to bring that up? But that's okay. Everybody has that defensive side for you. So, you know, there you go. There you go. If they need to do that, that's where it's at. That's the way that they would describe you. Aroha, General for August. Let's check it out. Blah, thank you for your donation. General for August, what is coming? What is coming up? Does opposing counsel think they're right? How to achieve my heart's desires? Well, blah, that's a big wish there. Blah, if I can tell you that, blah. I mean, I'm just saying, if I could tell you that. Okay, let's go for the This Might Hurt Tarot, and let's see about the General for August. Yeah, sometimes, you know, sometimes you got to get that keto and throw it in the trash, because how much meat and cheese can you really eat before you just can't poop anymore? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How much meat and cheese can you consume before you just have problems pooping? Keto rash. Ooh, that sounds pleasant. All right. Strength says that August is about getting connections back with people that you've lost. I think that you've lost some connections in the past. You've lost some opportunities, and it's sort of time to get some of those back. Rekindle some of your connections that you miss. Find the connections that you've lost that haven't been working out for you, and let's get some of those back in play so that you're not the way that you need. You're not the way that, you know, is sort of, you want to get back to where you were in some aspects as far as connection goes. Five of Swords says you are going to have some conflict in August. We are going to have some defeat. We are going to have some things that we just don't it just don't work out in August. And that's cool. That's cool. Sometimes things, when you're strolling through, you're getting everything done. You're moving forward at a pretty good pace. You just have a blockage to where, not like a keto, too many cheese blockage, but you just have another type of blockage where you just can't get what you want done. And I think that's sort of going to hit you. You're going to be a bit dissuaded from doing what you need, but I think overall things are going to work out with that respect. That's what the world says. The world is just about getting expectations or getting what you need in that particular thing. So in this matter in August that comes up, I think that you're going to be all right. I think things work out ultimately. It's also about like a long trip. You see some definitions of the world being a long trip. Now, why do I think that's where I want to lean here? Of taking a trip in August, because the world talks about, one of the definitions is a trip. The Knight of Swords is always a movement card, and it is a very stable, good movement card. And I think you're going to take a trip because you have these two next to each other. So we're picking up. You don't have any blockage yet, but we're picking up this trip meaning and riding it with the Knight of Swords. I think that's where we're going to be sort of going with that. So get some trip going. You got a trip. Maybe somebody going with you. That would be fun. Okay. Does opposing counsel think that they're right? I hope so. How do I get my heart's desires? I have no idea. Let's see what the tarot says. Yeah, the blockages. That too much cheese blockage, where you just get on that toilet and you know it's going to be a rough day. You know it's going to be a rough day when you get on that toilet and you're eating all that keto cheese. And you're just like, this is going to be harsh. Maybe I should wait until the house is clear. Or maybe I should go to the far end of the house for this one. Maybe I should go to the far end of the house where nobody is for this particular cheese poop. All right. Let's see. The opposing counsel think that they're correct. Absolutely not. There's a bunch of bad cards for that. Yeah, the demon toilet. Yeah, that one person came in and saged my house because it wasn't selling. And they went to the toilet and they just focused on the toilet. And they were like, all right, this toilet has a demon in it or something like that. You need to get rid of it. And the number of jokes I spewed was just like a monologue for like the nighttime TV. Like I don't know who does nighttime TV anymore. Anyway, yeah, the Five of Swords, the Two of Swords, they know they're wrong. And that's not going to be something that's going to be good there. Yeah, they're definitely wrong. The Five of Swords says defeat. They know they're going to be defeated at this point. I think they're on unstable ground. So they're on that ground where it's moving around. It's not stable. You're going to fall off the skateboard. Two of Swords says they're on the defensive. They got the Two of Swords at closed body language, with the swords being crossed. And not in this particular case, it's kind of open body language, but normally the swords being crossed, closed body language, they're not really want to keep going, but they got to keep going anyway because that's how they get paid. Hierophant says it's all going to turn out in the court. The Hierophant is the leader or the supervisor or the structured company, structured government thing that you're going to end up in. And that is going to turn out well for you because, again, they know they're not going to win. They know things are going to be bad. And the Ace of Cups says at the end, Angel, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. The Ace of Cups at the end of the day says you're going to have that emotional satisfaction you need from here. You're going to have it. And they, that when they lose, they're going to already expect it. So it's not going to be like some major revelation, but they're going to be ticked that they lost. But who cares, right? Who cares? Who cares? They're the other side. They're the other side of the coin. And you don't care. You don't care what they think because they're going to lose. All right. How to achieve the heart's desires. All right. No pressure. How to achieve everything that I want. All right. I mean, if I can answer this, I'm just saying, if I can answer this, I think it's going to be worth a lot more than $2. I don't think I'm going to answer it in that regard, but I mean, I'm just saying, we're going to try. No, we're going to try the thought. You want your heart's desires? The Thoth is where we're going to go. The Thoth, because everybody loves the Thoth. I'm just saying. Everybody loves the Thoth, except for half of chat. The other half love the Thoth, though. I'm just saying. Waterfall Tarot is indeed dropping soon. Now, good news, I have 85 pages of my book written. I ordered the book prototype. That's where I paid $30. They're going to print one book. It only has 80 pages, but I don't care. And then they're going to ship it to me in a week and a half. And then I'm going to get it and open it on stream and go through it. So there you go. There you go. Your heart's desires. It's all about getting the work done. Getting the work done. Your heart's desires are simple. Well, you're the first. I got to say, you're the first then. It's all about getting the work done. So the 3 is reward for hard work. You got the work in. You're waiting. And the diamond is being lifted by the little helicopter things. And it's being lifted towards you, as per my Thoth course. Means the reward for hard work. And that's what you're sort of going for. I don't think it's a freebie. You're not going to sit back. Your heart's desires are going to come and go, and knock on your door. I don't think that's going to happen. Javier, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. You got to do the work. You have to. It's not a freebie. And the Ace of Wands says that you need to be passionate when you do it. You can't just go through the work and be like, okay, I need to finish this painting, or something. You can't do that. You can't do it. You have to be passionate. You got to love it. You got to caress it. You got to feel for it and get that feeling and get that emotion and get that excitement in you. That's where your heart's desires come about. That's where the magic hits, to where you get the reward because you're so amazing at doing that as well. We got 2 action cards in a row. You're going to need some help. You're not going to be able to get your heart's desires by yourself. So you're going to need to recruit some help. You're going to need to do that. You're going to need to get some help sometimes. And the Ace of Pentacles says that a lot of the time it takes time. It's not immediate. It takes the dedication. Starting the new thing, starting that new project, starting that new adventure, starting something. As long as you're starting something new, you're excited, you're adventurous with it, you're willing to tackle it, you're willing to go forth. That really makes it all the worthwhile for you. That's what you can do to achieve anything that you want. There you go. All right. Well, another person, everybody's being sued. Will I win a lawsuit or get paid off? Angel. Let's see about that. Angel has a suit. Will it win or will he get paid off? Let's look. By using the Mons Tarot. The Mons Tarot. I need to move that down. Need to move that down a little bit. A little bit. There was no Ace of Wands. It was an Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. The flavored coffee. I assume that you're watching the Thomas DeLauer. I assume that you're watching the Thomas DeLauer videos where he has the 500 calorie coffee. Is that what you guys are watching? He puts like enough cream in there to kill somebody. It's keto friendly, but it's got 500 calories. That's like a meal. Like my meal is only like 400 calories. And that's like my big meal. It's like 400 calories. And the coffee is like 500 calories. That's insane. All right. We're going to win the lawsuit or we're going to get paid off or what's going to happen? I think you're going to get paid off. I think you're going to get paid off. There's nothing but good news here. There's nothing but good news here. So if you're looking for, does keto coffee taste good? Yes. It is the most amazing coffee you will ever have in your life. Go watch Thomas DeLauer. All right, let me go dig up Thomas DeLauer coffee. Okay, all right. I know there's a... All right, there you go. There you go. You're welcome. Go watch that video. I posted the video link. Go watch it. You got to watch it. I mean, keto coffees is the thing. So you have nothing but good news here, Angel, which is good news. It's going to be a lot of money. It's like we don't really win anything, but we just get money instead almost, right? We got the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands says we're anxious for the result. We're waiting for the result. Things are getting in, and they're moving along nicely. So you come into this Four of Wands situation where you get the result. Things resolve, and you get that determination of this is the final answer. And the stability here, the stability is pretty important. The Four of Wands stability comes in. All right, now here's where the money hits. The Ten of Pentacles says that you get the money, but not all at once. It's like you have to go chase it. It's not something where you just get it for free. Obviously, you've been paying all this stuff over time, but the Ten of Pentacles says that you're going to have to chase a little bit of it. So even though you get a judgment, they may not cash in immediately. They may take their sweet time in getting a judgment and getting you some payoff with that. The Four of Pentacles says you do get it, though. Be patient, and see how that goes. The Four of Pentacles is about hanging on to the money that you have. Not only that, but getting more. So you look at all the books. The Four of Pentacles talks about getting more money, not just having what you have right now, getting more. So again, we have that income, flux of income from this. We have a good income from this. We have a little bit of a celebration, stability of the news that comes in. So overall, yes. I think you get some cash. And as my martial arts teacher used to say, there's only one thing he likes better than cash, and that's more cash. Yeah, Thomas DeLauer is ripped. He's like the definition of ripped. Anyway, so yeah. Bulletproof coffee. Yeah, he has one that he says is better than bulletproof coffee. There you go. Better than bulletproof coffee. Will we end up with pink girl or purple girl? All right. We have a dog throwdown. Got a dog throwdown for Javier. Doggy throwdown. We are going to use where did it put it? We were going to use the doggy tarot, but I think I put it up. I don't think it's here. We'll use the kitty tarot. We'll use the kitty tarot. Latoya, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Javier wants a doggy throwdown. We're going to give Javier a doggy throwdown. We got on the left, pink girl. On the right, we got purple girl. So we got pink over here and purple over there. All right. It is a cat deck. I have a doggy deck from this, but somebody bought it. Somebody bought it, and it's no more. No more doggies. So we got kitties. So chat, let me know what you think. We got the throwdown. We got pink girl. We got purple girl. Six of Pentacles. Five of Swords. and justice. Justice. Six of Pentacles. I think that really sort of indicates picking up Pink Girl. I think that really sort of indicates picking up Pink Girl. The Five of Swords says that there's something bad, not bad, but there's something challenging about Pink Girl. There's something challenging in the long run. It's like that there's maybe some problems that you run into. There are some things happening that you didn't expect. I think Pink Girl comes with a little bit of baggage. So Pink Girl may have some stuff that you're not expecting. Justice and the Five of Swords, the Lord of Defeat in there is kind of weird, but I think Pink Girl has a little bit of a challenge coming in. Purple Girl, though. Purple Girl is the Hermit reversed. Elizabeth, thank you for your donation. Purple Girl says the Hermit. Purple Girl's ready to go. Purple Girl, I assume that it's not like a human and a puppy. So yeah, I think they're both puppies. Purple Girl is the Hermit reverse. Purple Girl's ready to go. I think you're leaning towards Purple Girl right now, in fact. The Eight of Wands says you pick Purple Girl up and you take her home. You take her home. Purple Girl is your destiny. You take her home. She's coming with you to the house right here. Purple Girl's leaping to the house right there. And Judgment says that Purple Girl works out very, very well in the long run. So we're going with Purple Girl. Purple Girl's ready to go. Pink Girl's got some things wrong, and you run into that later. But Purple Girl is all good. Purple Girl's where is your destiny. Latoya, did I already meet my married man? Ooh, that is a good question. All right, LT. Already met my marriage man. Let's see about that. What is it? Oh, Ocean's getting all nasty in chat. Ocean wants a bunch of that Thomas DeLauer, apparently. Ocean, I'm assuming you hit subscribe button on that one. Ocean girl, like hit that subscribe button. Ocean girl's all about that subscribe button on that channel. I mean, Ocean girl, you got to come back and visit us once in a while. You know what I'm saying? You got to come visit us occasionally. I know you're going to be on that channel a lot now, but, you know, be sure to come back. No pun intended. Okay. Let's see about this. Did we already meet this person? Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. You didn't. I don't think you already met him. Why do we say that? Why do we say that? Six of Swords says that, yes, Sunflower has a new motivation for the keto. New motivation to go keto. You just got all the hot guys in the keto. I'm just saying. Six of Swords talks about going from a place of challenge to a better place. I think this is where you're looking, because I think the relationships that you've had have been challenging. They have been a bit on the rough side sometimes, where we didn't have the connection that we wanted. Things went awry. People weren't the people that they said they were. I think we've run into that. So I think we're moving into a better place at this point with the Six of Swords. Now, who are we taking with us to that better place? The Two of Swords says that it's all about opening up and being receptive to getting married, being receptive to a relationship. And that's why we're pointing at somebody new, because being receptive to something a lot of times indicates that it's new or it's something we're not familiar with. And the same thing goes with the Ace, right? That newness of the Ace, that new beginnings. As in my book, I talk about numerology, and the new beginnings is all about the one. So the new beginnings, opening up, taking that risk, getting things going in that regard, right? So now the Page of Swords, though, says that I think it's going to be difficult for you to feel like you fit in sometimes, because the person that you end up marrying is not exactly the most open, receptive person. It does take a bit to get in there. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying, though. It does take a bit to get in there, and it does take a bit to get started on that. So it's almost like that they're not willing to go forward. You're running into problems. You're running into the same old, but I think it develops and the person opens up a bit, and it's going to be a better relationship than normal, right? So I think that it's going to be a totally new person. Again, it's really going to be something where you have to be open and receptive, even when it may look like that you may run into a little bit of a heartbreak. And I think taking that risk with this particular person, a new person, is going to turn out, and it's going to be sort of that magical moment where things just work out, things suddenly improve, and all of that stuff. I'm not bragging, but I'm just saying I got the same body as Thomas DeLauer. No, not really. Okay. All right. We'll find a job soon. Okay. Elizabeth, looking for a job. Yes. I might have the same body as Thomas DeLauer. I mean, let's see. Like I forgot what he looked like. Let me go. He's got these huge pecs. Man, he better not stop working out. He's going to have some moves.
Look at all this fat and look at all...
I mean, I'm just saying, with pecs like that, you got to keep working out. If you stop working out with those huge pecs, you get moves. I've seen it. All right. Elizabeth, want to find a new job soon. Let's check that out. Get some healthy moves going once you stop working out when you got pecs like that. Love you for... I mean, people love my hands. I'm just saying. I got nice hands, apparently. I mean, I used to be pretty pumped. Not as pumped as that, obviously. But I used to be fairly pumped. And, yeah. You get some good pecs. You get that good chest. And then you stop working out. And it goes downhill from there. All right. Rada, thank you for your donation. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, let me move my screen. Finding a job is definitely in the cards, literally in the cards. We have the Hierophant. Now, what does this point to? That's an institution, an organization, a boss, a supervisor. The Hierophant is somebody who is literally in charge. And when we're looking at the possibility of getting something, we're looking at getting some employment. The Hierophant is very, very productive as far as that goes. The Page of Wands says that you do have to keep going. You do have to keep getting out there, and you have to increase your search. Or Shay, thank you for your donation. You have to increase your search and move forward with that, right? You need to move forward. And that means not just settle on what you currently have out there. And not just keep going the way you're going, but increase the search. Pick up the search and increase the search. That's going to be good for you. Because the Knight of Cups says that you're going to have to hit up a lot of different places to get your job. You have all of these cups in the background. All of those cups represent all the cups you have to put out there, all the applications you have to put out there. And I think that's going to work out for you, and it's going to get you the job. But get that intensity up, get more things out, and that's going to work out for you in the long run. I think it's going to be okay for you. I think it is going to be okay for you. You have to increase the intensity, though. Get out there more. Do more apps. Get out there, do apps with companies that you didn't expect you were going to do apps with, and just try it out. Throw yourself out there and get all that done. How will motherhood go? Oh, by the way, Shay, I did say August 4th. I'm just saying. All right. Will Javier end up with a girl who really loves him, or go with the other one? All right, we got a girl throwdown. This is a job for the Thoth. What's going on with my hand modeling? The hand modeling thing. All right. Whoa. KJM, you came in just in time. Just in time for everybody to drool over Thomas DeLauer and my hands. KJM, welcome. Okay, Javier. What's good for Javier is going to be good for all of us. One more. Well, I mean, this is a lot. This is a lot. August 4th. August 4th is around the corner. All right. So we have a girl throwdown. On the left, we have the girl that really loves him dearly. And on the right, we got the other one. Which one, Rada, will Xavier get? The one that really, really loves him. You can see it. The Empress, how pretty. How pretty. You can see it. She really does love him. She really does love him. I mean, I'm just saying now. She really does love him. I think the financial situation would be all right. I think things would go pretty good. She's a bit controlling, though. She's a bit controlling. Maybe he likes to be controlled. I don't know. She's a bit controlling. She needs things done her way. She sort of develops a little bit too much of that in the long run, but that's okay. She needs things to go her way. Are you going to be able to put up with that? It depends on... She really does love him for now. Strength says that they are a fairly good match. I think that Xavier will be okay here. The one that really loves him looks pretty good, bit controlling. That's okay. That's okay. That's all right. All right. Now, the other one. All right. Entertainment purposes only. Never make love decisions based upon a random dude on YouTube reading cards. Okay? I think the other one is a whole lot of problems. A lot of problems. I'm just saying, Rada. The other one is a lot of problems. First off, Domain. She's really going to turn into something different at a later date. So what you're seeing being presented is not what you get. It's this packaging, this beautiful packaging. This beautiful packaging where you get the slow tarot. You open it up. You're all excited because this is a hand-painted deck. And when you get in, it's something totally different. That's no good. It's something totally different. Plus, she leaves. So, there's that. She bails. She leaves. She's not what she appears to be. Okay. But, I don't know. I'm just saying that your brother might want to go for choice A. Especially she really loves him. Bossy, I can deal with. I can deal with bossy. I can't deal with somebody being fake and then bailing on me too. No. No. How can your first week of motherhood go? I can tell you that now. No sleep. No sleep. Expensive. And what else? No sleep, expensive, and fun. I mean, come on. Let's all admit. We're going to go with this. The Gilded Tarot Royale. It's going to be expensive. You're not going to have much sleep, but you're going to have a lot of fun, I got to say. It's going to be the most magical moment or magical week of your life, most likely. But a rough magical week. It's going to be, how many weeks does that take? Isn't that like the first month? They get colic and you call in the doctor with silly questions because you're like, I don't really know what this is. All right. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords says it is a bit rough. We recognize the Seven of Swords. We got a bit of a rough time. And, you know, it's all about just getting home, getting everything prepared. And I think that you're going to run into a situation where you're not prepared. You need some stuff. So with COVID and all of this stuff all around, make sure you have everything already so that you can relax. You can focus on the baby without having to run out and get stuff. You got to run out and get stuff. You got to, you know, make sure you got the formula, the diapers. You know, you got the place where the baby's going to be. You got any extra blankets and stuff that you're going to need. Get it all ready beforehand so that you don't have to be running back to the store. And now you're worried, right? Because the Seven of Swords is all about movement, back and forth movement. Seven of Swords. Reverse says don't do the movement. So definitely have everything that you need so you're not running around, because you're going to be worried. You're going to be like, all right, I got to go to the store. I could get COVID or something, come back home. No, you don't want to deal with that crap. Get everything ready so you can relax, focus on the baby. That's going to be the important part. Focus on the baby. You don't have to worry. You don't got to multitask doing a bunch of other stuff. And yeah, it is that thing. Six of Wands says that it feels really hard. It's like it's a lot of stuff to do. There's an endless stream of stuff to do. There's not much free time, but that's cool. You know, there's not much free time. So, you know, if you enjoy stuff like I enjoy watching TV or enjoy watching my shows, see how we can multitask that, you know, with taking care of the baby, and get that stuff in. The Fool as well says that is definitely a journey that you're going to remember forever. It is a fun journey. It is an entertaining and memorable thing. And the Emperor says that you're in charge. You have the power to do this, because a lot of time you feel like you don't have the power to do it because you feel like this is way too much. I'm in over my head, where I'm confused about what to do next. I don't really know how to, you know, the baby's crying or the baby has these weird symptoms. I don't know what to do. Don't worry about it. I think you're going to be just fine. The Emperor says, take confidence in knowing that you can look up what it is. You can call and ask a relative or the doctor or whatever, but you got it down. You got it under control. It doesn't feel like it because you're going to be, you know, with 2 hours sleep, but you got it under control. That's going to be the magical moment. This is going to be the most memorable moment, the most memorable week, month, years of your life. Enjoy it. Make those memories. And I think that's going to be extra special and beautiful for you. And all of us in chat wish you the best of luck. All right. I will be back tomorrow. Thanks, everybody, for joining me tonight. I appreciate all of you. And we'll see you tomorrow night.
Of decisions whirling in my heart, and my vision, a rescission, has never been this hard. I got wasted when I tasted the sweetness of your lips. We're not ready, we're unsteady, I'm stuck inside your grip. I'm going down, down, down like a waterfall. You're keeping the smiles apart. You got me down, down, down like a waterfall. You know just how to restrain a heart. vision of obsession has never been this close. And the matter if I'd rather just lock myself indoors. I'm righteous, this